at one end, and we can see that if seats are full, all the colleges cannot provide all interested students or the demanded from the different student, all the seats cannot be given. And in that case, they have a problem that some of the students, those who are not having good percentage, they have to step down. So what is the alternative? And this is not the question only when the percentage is less. Thing is, what you are telling very correct. We are also focusing on that. What is the area of your interest? Whether you are really want to go for engineering, really you want to go for some like courses which is related to computer sciences, or maybe you want to become a doctor. That is a big question mark before the students. And many students I have seen, rather we have experienced as well as we have done a research on that, that around 67% of the students are not interested in going to the engineering sectors. They wanted to go for something different, like for commerce, for making their own business, or they want to work as they have some passion like music or drama or something. And many people have also told that they are also interested in the areas which is related to cosmetics. So my experience in this cosmetic teaching as such, I'll not say the industry, we are in a tie-up or MOU with some of the industries, but most of the things, because we are from the education field, we have started in one of our institutions this particular course 20 years back. And I can see that many Ayurvedic companies, as well as like big companies of this cosmetic area, like Johnson and Johnson, Larsen and Tube, sort of companies, they are ready to invest their interest as well as their efforts for such students, those who are really want to learn something new or what is out of box. So in that context, what we have tried to do, that we have also taken care of some Ayurveda products which has been taken care by Nisha Herbals, even the Baidyanath Pharmaceuticals, and they wanted such type of researchers or the you can say the content developers and the lab workers, those who are really interested in the area of chemistry, then you can say pharmacy, as well as some of the area which is related to the botany, biology and all this. So we have started in our university, in Punyashloka Ahilya Devi Holkar University in 2018. Still, I'm having an issue that people are not clear that is what is cosmetic technology. Because in some, when I'm talking with non cosmetic technology students, they always say this is something related to makeup and nothing more than that. So this is the answer I am getting. So I really feel that it's lot of promotional activities should come from this point of view, that this is not like a something area where you have to cover your face and body and make that is good, but it is something a very good learning ground or a parallel line which supposed to give you a good job opportunities as well as the research areas. So that type of thinking is still there. It is still prevalent in the society. But gradually, because anything you cannot change the everything within a minute or so. So gradually we are moving towards such areas that the students from pharmaceuticals, students from chemistry, students from some biological background, they can definitely enter in this area. And that type of promotion is needed. That is the first part. Second is that how to convince that how this technology, cosmetic technology is useful in different ways. So for that, not only that to generate interest, but to understand that if somebody is interested in making some good products, like you can say for the skin care, maybe for like your facials, or maybe for like hair care and all that. So that has a big scope. And we were yesterday only talking with our Secretary of Higher Education. He said more or less you have to concentrate upon such type of, you can say, the tie-up or the MOUs with such industries, those who can share the experience to the students like a case study, so that what they have done in their total say of 20, 30 years of experience, and what these students can plan for coming next 20 years. So this type of dialogue will be very useful when we keep on understanding the small or the finest parts of this particular cosmetic technology. So what we have done, we have liberalized this particular area. Like after 12th, students can come and they can join like an integrated course for 5 years. So there also we are in need of lot of efforts, because as I have told you, the fixed setup that engineering is good and you can do something very good in that area only, that you can say the system which is fixed in the mind has to be removed. So that part also we have seen, but those who can convince or they can understand, they are coming after 12th. But after one more thing we have gathered from the discussion or the mouth publicity, that suppose the students are in pharmacy or they are in any other subject, and they're really not getting interest in studying that because somebody told them that you go to this place that will be good, but actually that is not of her core interest, as you said, that is not of her his or her passion. So what the person can do, they can switch. The new education policy is also asking us, you can change your line or you can opt the similar line, and you can move the mobility. The exit entry part has been given very nicely. So these students and now already started taking interest in that, and the students for pharmacy or the similar areas, they can take admission in third year or in fourth year. So the entry level we have made flexible, and therefore many students from these lines are entering in cosmetic technology. So that gives a fair idea how it is good for all these type of disciplines, or in the combination of this interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary approach can be very good, the supportive system for the students. So that has become a good platform for a different type of students, I should say. Now, another part which is the MOUs or the tie-ups with different type of, you can say the private limited companies or the public, even I don't know whether it is a public, some companies are there or not, but we have seen most of the private limited companies, if they are coming forward, I'm very sure, sir, that our students, because 6 months and 1 year period has been allotted for their training, and if you can train them, or we can also send into a different areas, their you can say the confidence level will be definitely high compared to those who are only studying theoretical things in their class. So this practical approach, applied approach, will be highly useful for the students, and we hope that this type of training, and which we have already started giving them, make them more robust, more understanding, and more confident in this field, and you can directly recruit them. So your time will be saved, our time will also save, our, in the sense, the students' time will be saved, and they can get better opportunities of settling down in such areas. So that was the idea. So this is the thing for that we have started. And the last one which I would like to say, that somebody has asked that question also, whether we should go for this self-employment. I think that is the now buzzword everywhere. So if you are thinking of your self-employment, nothing like that, because now government is now fed up, we cannot give more employment to you. So that part need to be understood by my students, as even the faculty, that they should understand that how I can prepare myself to become a self-employed person. You can go for a startup, spin-offs, go for byproducts. So many things are there, and we have our incubation center. Sometimes you people can visit also here, so you
Great.
can able to get that. We are all already, you can say, the pouring idea in the minds, young minds, that you tell us the product of your liking. It may be from any domain, not only the cosmetics, but if the cosmetic students are coming, welcome, not as an issue. You give the idea and make yourself a pre-incubati. You come into the pre-incubati status, and then how can you move to the incubatory status, and
Right.
then you can move to the startups. So this is the period where you have to invest at least 2 to 3 years. Without that you cannot understand. And the thing which is also hampering, the students are now, everything wants ready made, that they want, abhi humko diya, thali parosi khalo. It is not like that. You have to work very hard for that. So that type of training also we are trying to give. On that basis, I am sure, sir, that some of the students will definitely interested, and they will come up with some of the good ideas, if it is unique, if it is innovative, creative, you name whatever it is. But I think it will be good for their future. And they will not to understand this, that they are going to get some job, but rather they will employ 2 3 people in their own company, and that can become a very wonderful setup for them. So this is the self-employment concept. Some student have one student, I think, have already asked. I want to tell you that yes, this is the best opportunity to go for the self-employment activity or startups. Only you have to make up your mind, understand. And the another portion which is related to this, that now MSME, Ministry of Micro and
Absolutely.
Small Scale Industries, they are doing wonderful job. So you apply it, they are not asking, putting lot of things. So business made you a lot of easy things to do, ease your business. So many things are coming in the market, so you need to understand. So for that also we have given some lectures, you can say, or some of the bank authorities are coming, and they're also telling how, of course the bank will have its own, setups or system to say by ye karo wo karo, but we have to do that. That is not an option. But if they are going to help you, I think you should need to invest by taking loan or whatever is possible on your own way. And that setup will be very, very important for your life. And as sir has already said that if the failure is there, accept it, because this is the most important. I will say, if failure is there, it is the best way to achieve better
Absolutely.
heights. You will be
Absolutely.
you should get motivated for achieve better heights in future. So failure is the first step to get success. And
Absolutely.
therefore that type of structure or mindset, you need to prepare yourself. We are there. When we were studying, no such type of things were there to support
Absolutely.
us. You are so lucky students, that everything has been given by the government, as well as for the university. Even the people like Kurana sir and other people, speakers are there, so they are going to help you out. So it's my humble submission to everyone, that prepare yourself, try for hard work, and you can achieve big heights. And every person can be recognized by taking this particular course in the system, or in your mindset, that if I have chosen this particular area, I will try to do my best in my life. I think that will give you the success one day. So thank you very much. Because I'm having some more meetings, so I would like to quit, but I give all the best wishes to participants. And thank you very much for all the resource person. I'm very happy to be here with our university. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Nisi ma'am, for sharing the inspirational, fruitful, and futuristic thoughts. Ma'am specifically highlighted the self-employability and the industry-academia collaboration, which is a need of today's generation to develop both the sectors. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us. Now, I would like to go look forward toward the second eminent speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Atish Mundra, Associate Professor, SNGBS, SSDG College of Pharmacy, Chandwad. I request Mr. Kavatekar sir, Assistant Professor of School of Technology, to introduce Dr. Atish Mundra sir. Over to you, sir. Kavatekar sir.
Uh, Thank you, Sujata madam. Uh, Atish sir, welcome you. I welcome on behalf of School of Technology, Punyashlok Aile Devi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur. Dear friends, it is my immense pleasure to introduce a great person, Dr. Atish Kumar Mundra. Currently, sir is working as Associate Professor at Department of Pharmaceutics at SSDJ College of Pharmacy, Chandwad. Sir has completed his PhD from RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur. Sir has post-graduation in pharmaceutics with 73% with second rank holder in university. Sir also qualified the GATE examination with 91 percentile, which is the highest score during 2001. If we if we talk about the awards and rewards, Sir is gold medalist from Government College of Pharmacy, Amravati. for securing the first rank in final year. Mundra sir also received the UGC fellowship for postgraduate studies. If you talk about the research publications, Sir has published two international books and two national books. Sir also published papers in near about in 25 international journals and 23 in national papers. Mundra sir also presented the countries like Canada, USA, Thailand his papers. Okay, I welcome you, sir, and over to you. I request you to start your guidance and lecture to our students. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for such a nice introduction. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to interact with the students and to take you onto the tour of cosmeceuticals. Being a person from pharmaceutics and pharmacy background, I wanted to talk on cosmeceuticals, which is the brainchild of combining cosmetic with pharmacy. This will be trouble for the organizers because I was not able to slide share. So you will have to take me through my slides. So can you just make a presentation mode?
Yes, sir. Actually, we have started. You can start, sir.
Because I'm not able to see the slideshow. It means yesterday when I was trying, even this kind of thing was happening. So is it okay for everyone? Are you able to see the slides properly?
Yes, sir. The slide is visible, sir.
We can see.
Okay, okay. So let us talk about cosmeceuticals. Being a students of cosmetics science and cosmetic technology, one must be aware about how pharmaceutical knowledge or pharmacy information can help a cosmetic preparation to reach to n number of people if you can combine cosmetic technology with some biological active ingredients which will not only help in enhancing the appearance but also will have some biological effect onto the human skin. That will be an added advantage. And so I wish to talk on cosmeceuticals, which is going to be an emerging market. Next slide, please. I will start the lecture with a very nice quote. Next slide, please.
Just hold on, sir.
I got this quote of Charles Rhodes. I'm not able to see the slides now. Shekhar sir.
Just hold on, sir. I'm working on that.
Share.
Is it visible to you, sir, now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is better. I wish to start the lecture with a nice quote which I got related to cosmetics. The quote is by Charles Revson. In the factory, we make cosmetic, and in the drugstore, we sell hope. We know that there is a strong desire among men and women to retain youthful appearance, and it has actually groomed and nurtured the cosmetic industry worldwide. Everyone wishes to see young throughout his life or her life, and that has actually groomed and nurtured the cosmetic industry worldwide. Next slide, please. See, when we talk about the history of cosmetic, you all are the students of cosmetic science. So you know that cosmetic usage has a long history. The first evidence dates back 3500 before Christ in ancient Egypt. That time, the royal families of Egypt, they have used makeup, including unguent, kohel, and soot. Unguent is nothing but it is a cosmetic like preparation which maintains the hydration of the skin. Kohel, in Marathi, we can call it as a kajal, which helps in enhancing the beauty of eyes, and soot, which helps in clearing the pores onto the skin, which is unburnt carbon or uh, material, which is organic material which is not properly burnt, will give you the soot which can help to beautify and enhance the skin's appearance. And since then, people's enthusiasm, especially humans, and demand for cosmetic product has led to the prosperous growth in this cosmetic industry. Now, according to the Food and Drug Administration, we know that cosmetics are nothing but these are the articles which are being either sprayed, sprinkled, poured onto the human body for cleansing and beautifying or promoting attractiveness purpose. However, if we can go one step ahead of it, and if we can surpass solely covering and promoting the appearance of the skin or the surface of the skin, we can often contain some therapeutic or active ingredient into the preparation, which will not only heal or repair or increase the appearance of the skin, but also will help in repairing the skin tissues or removing the wrinkles or will give us anti-aging effect. So in fact, when the pure cosmetics can be combined with some biological active ingredient, we can come up with a term which is known as cosmeceutics. So it is a combination of cosmetics and pharmaceuticals, which has given rise to a term which is known as cosmeceuticals. Next slide, please. So this term, cosmeceutical, it was coined by Raymond Reed, and it was actually popularized by Dr. Albert Kingman of University of Pennsylvania in late 1970s. What Dr. Albert Klingman did, he developed a prescription strength tretinoin for the enhanced appearance of UV damaged wrinkled skin. So, when vitamin A is being used in the preparation, the vitamin A being biological ingredient, being biologically active material, it can help in improving the texture of the skin, which is actually damaged by ultraviolet light, or it is also known as photo damage. So when cosmetic was being combined with some pharmaceuticals like tretinoin or vitamin A, then you can get a term or a preparation which is being termed as cosmeceutical. So here in the picture you can see that cosmetic and pharmaceutical, when they are combined, you are coming up with a term which is known as cosmeceutical. So the cosmeceuticals are the cosmetic products with biologically active ingredient asserting to have some medical benefits. And nowadays we have more and more these kind of products which are reaching to the market. These you can call it as a hybrid products of cosmetics and topical medications which are applied topically. They contain ingredients and technology that not only influence the biological and physiological functions of the skin, but also they have skin altering and skin healing functions attached to it because of the biologically active ingredient being combined into the cosmetic preparations. Next slide, please. See, the concept of beautifying is not only related or restricted to the woman, even men have started becoming aware about the look. Nowadays, you will find that there are a lot of advertisements about anti wrinkle and fairness creams which are aiming at men. Cosmeceuticals, which are most commonly used by women, include anti-wrinkles, anti-cellulite, hair removal, tanning, skin whitening, antioxidant, and cell recovery products. Whereas in case of men, we mostly go for hair growth products, anti-aging, antiperspirants, and athlete's food or astringent kind of preparations. We can use different terminologies instead of cosmeceuticals based on their performance. They are also known as performance cosmetics. Being they have some functional active ingredient into the cosmetics, they are also known as functional cosmetics. They are also known as dermoceuticals or active cosmetics. The important distinctions which are being made in cosmeceuticals, these are not regulated by the US Food and Drug Administration and thus are not subject to pre-market requirements for the proof of safety or efficacy. So though they are added or though they are using some kind of active ingredient to enhance the function of the cosmetics, these materials are not subject to pre-market requirement as that of the drugs. And that is the beauty wherein we can work with cosmeceuticals and we can have added advantage which is being achieved with the cosmetic products by introducing some active or pharmacologically active materials into the preparation. Most skincare products lie somewhere in between drugs and cosmetics. Some traditional cosmetics are known more like a drug, and some drugs are impacting principally on the skin or appearance. And in this intermediate, we have a broad spectrum range of substances that consist of both drug like properties as well as cosmetic like properties, and that's why we are calling them as cosmeceuticals. Now, let me tell you that FD and C Act, that is Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act of US FDA, it does not recognize any such category as cosmeceuticals. A product can be either a drug or a cosmetic. It all depends upon what is the intended use and what is the labeling claim which is being put up onto the product. FDA maintains the voluntary cosmetic registration program for cosmetic establishment and formulation. Next slide. It is important, say, to note that it is not the ingredient in the product, but the claim which you are making onto the label or advertisement that will determine, as per US FDA's guideline, this will determine whether the substance will be classified as a cosmetic or a drug. See, if the intended use of the material relates to the diagnosis and treatment of a disease, the substance will be called as a drug. However, if the intended use is described in the advertisement as promoting attractiveness, the substance will be claimed as a cosmetics. So if you are using the material for some kind of diagnosis or treatment purpose, you will have to go for all evaluation and submission of proof of safety of your product because that product will be considered as a drug product. Whereas if you are describing its use in the advertisement as it is only promoting the attractiveness and it is not going to be used for the treatment of any particular disease or diagnosis, then substance will be called as a cosmetic. And here lies the beauty that in reality you are what you claim you are. If you want to claim your product as a cosmetic, you will be free to do so, provided you are making claim onto the label that it is not going to be used for the treatment but for promoting attractiveness. And that is what is being taken as an advantage by cosmetic industries for pouring a lot of products into the market which are actually cosmeceuticals. Next slide, please. So the law does not require cosmetic products and ingredients to have FDA approval before they go on to the market. I hope being a cosmetic science student, you must be knowing there are two important laws in US which pertains to the cosmetic products. One is FDA and C Act, and second one is Fair Packaging and Labeling Act. These are the two laws under the authority of which the cosmetic market is being regulated in US. Next slide, please. Now, what are the three important criteria or conditions that must be fulfilled by a material to be called as a cosmeceuticals? A very first thing is that it has to include scientifically proven active ingredient, and that too at a concentration that have physiological effect and make observable improvements of human skin. So when we are using already physiologically proven material or active ingredient which has shown some improvement or enhancing the attractiveness of human skin, that can be used, and then that cosmetic will be termed as a cosmeceutical. Second important criteria is that a cosmeceutical should be formulated to give optimum penetration of the active ingredient. This is very important because we know that skin is the toughest barrier to be crossed, and unless and until your active ingredient penetrate across stratum corneum and reaches to the dermal layer, it will not be able to elicit its pharmacological effect with what for it is being added into the cosmetic product. So ensure that the formulation will give a proper penetration of active ingredient so that it can elicit the effect or beneficial effect. And third important thing is that a cosmeceutical should not expose the client to any deleterious consequences. Now let me tell you, for increasing the penetration and to have a concentration of the drug at a physiological level and at a level which will elicit its effect, you need to increase the concentration of active ingredient which will be used into the product, and that can have transient skin reaction when these kind of products are being used. So somewhere you will have to accept it that for few pharmaceuticals, so few cosmeceutical, you will find some skin allergies or skin rashes, and that is the uh, skill of a dermatologist to ensure what kind of product can be prescribed to particular individual. So individualized therapy needs to be taken care of when dermatologist is prescribing some kind of cosmeceuticals along with some pharmaceuticals for getting the proper effect of pharmaceutical preparation and for getting the proper effect of the cosmeceuticals which are being used along with the active ingredients or pharmaceutical preparations in the therapy. Next slide, please. Now, what are the key drivers for the growth of this pharmaceutical industries? As I already said, in the present day, it is not only the women who are behind the cosmetic products, but also male are going for anti-wrinkle kind of products and even the hair growth kind of products. So these are the key drivers for the growth. We know that the cosmetic and personal care industry, it is the vital industry which is significantly contributing to the world's GDP. And how can we forget that when this industry is going to contribute a lot into the GDP of a world, we must take care of development of various cosmeceuticals, and there are key drivers which have led to the enhancement or increase into the cosmeceutical products into the market. Very first thing is that the rising consumer income. People are earning a lot, and let me tell you, it is being expected that life expectancy for women is going to rise from 83 years to 87 years by 2050, whereas in case of male it is being expected that life expectancy will increase from 78 to 84 years. Now when we are having a increasing aged population into the world, declining fertility and mortality rate, it has resulted in a sustained rise in aging population. And this aging population, along with the rise of knowledge, wealthy and beauty conscious consumers, they are looking for cosmetic products with medicinal benefits, which is the reason for increased sales of these kind of products. People are living longer and have a strong desire for looking youthful throughout their existence on the planet Earth. And this has actually grown and nurtured the cosmetic industries. Even rapid aging demographies has led to the robust demand for anti-aging products to prevent wrinkles, age spots, dry skin, uneven skin, and even hair damages. This has increased the demand for cosmeceuticals into the industry. Even the changing lifestyles, like women are coping with hectic working lifestyles that has given or have less time to spend on putting on the makeup. Makeup artists are offering makeup lessons on social media, which has been on rise, and this has helped the industry to grow like anything. Even physicians or dermatologists who are practicing aesthetic medicine have also played a role in expanding the cosmeceuticals. Rise in male grooming, as I said earlier, it is not only the women who are behind the beauty, but male are also getting into this particular arena and started increasing the use of cosmeceutical products like fairness cream. Even you must have seen the advertisement wherein fairness creams, anti-wrinkle creams are being aimed at male. Consumers are getting aware about this organic material, so increased demand for natural or bio-based products has also given rise to the increase into the products of cosmeceuticals into the market. Anti-aging cosmeceuticals are among the most frequently recommended by the physicians who utilizes as an integral part of comprehensive skin rejuvenation therapy. There are n number of organic products which are being used, and various cosmeceuticals are also recommended for patients with acne, eczema, rosacea, or other skin conditions. There are various moisturizers which uses anti-inflammatory botanical ingredients in conjunction with prescription medications for treating rosacea, and this has led to increase in the use of natural ingredients or organic materials in the preparation of cosmeceuticals. You must have seen botanicals and vitamins. Botanicals like grape seeds, even tea tree extracts. These are the extracts which are commonly used and which has increased the preparation being accepted by consumers, being their organic base. So it is being also said that O in cosmetics stands for organic because it is the era of organic products. Everywhere you will find that organic products are being encouraged and organic products are being promoted into the sale or into the market. Next slide, please. But while make sure while using cosmeceuticals, even dermatologists must be aware about the skin type of a patient because selection of a proper cosmeceutical depends upon the proper knowledge and skill of a dermatologist who evaluate a patient's skin type. He assesses the degree of photo damage which has happened to the patient, and based on that, he or she will prescribe a proper cosmeceutical for that particular patient. Now, before talking about the market analysis and how these cosmeceuticals are emerging as one of the most important market, let us talk something about classification. Cosmeceuticals are intended to carry out the functions as protection, whitening, tanning, anti-wrinkle, anti-aging, and nail and hair care. So based on these kind of preparations, the cosmeceuticals are being classified under three important classes. First one is skin cosmeceutical products, second one is hair cosmeceutical product, and third category of cosmeceuticals is others, wherein you can include eye creams, your nail polish, lipsticks, your toothpaste or tooth powders kind of products, which are being classified as third type of cosmeceutical and have been placed under others. So we'll go in short about skin cosmeceuticals, hair cosmeceutical product, and other cosmeceutical products which are there into the market. I'll be showing you representative examples of each and every type of product which is there available into the market, which is either skin cosmeceutical product, either it is a hair cosmeceutical product, or is a cosmeceutical product which is either used for removing the wrinkles below the eyes, or it is being used as a anti-cavity toothpaste, or it is being used as a uh, lipstick which has a hydrating effect onto the lips. So let us talk about first class of cosmeceutical, and that is your skin cosmeceutical product. Next slide, please. So in skin cosmeceuticals, we know that skincare products which are being used as a cosmeceuticals, they go beyond coloring and adorning the skin. These products improves the functioning or texture of the skin by encouraging collagen growth by combating harmful effects of free radical, thus maintaining keratin structure in wound condition and making the skin healthier. Let me tell you, collagen, which is the most important ingredient of the outer layer of the skin, the free radical damages or UV rays or sun rays damages this collagen and it leads to wrinkles onto the skin or damaging the upper layer of the skin. So we can prevent or we can reduce this damage by using some kind of cosmeceuticals which comes under the skin cosmeceuticals. So not only the effect of these materials is not only coloring or increasing the attractiveness of the skin, but it also gives us some medical benefits like reducing the wrinkles and preventing the aging effect. So first, skin cosmeceutical. There are around 9 skin cosmeceuticals ingredients which are being commonly used. First is your hydroxy acids. Next slide, please. First one is hydroxy acids. The commonly used hydroxy acids are alpha hydroxy acids, which are also referred to as fruit acids. These are water solubles, and in citric acid, malic acid, and lactic acid. These are the examples of alpha hydroxy acid. You have this this product which is in front of you, which is known as face peel, which contains alpha hydroxy acid like citric acid, also contains beta hydroxy acid. Example of beta hydroxy acid, they are water insoluble. An example of beta hydroxy acid is salicylic acid, which helps in removing the dead skin. And you have polyhydroxy acid as well in this particular preparation. Example of polyhydroxy acid is galactosane or gluconolactone, which helps in exfoliation of a dead skin. So these kind of products wherein hydroxy acids are used or say alpha hydroxy acids are used, they improve skin texture and reduce the signs of aging by promoting cell shedding in the outer layer of the epidermis and by restoring the hydration. Alpha hydroxy acid helps in restoring the hydration, helps in enhancing the texture of the skin. Beta hydroxy acid, it helps in removing the dead skin and helps in lightening of the skin. And even polyhydroxy acid, they helps in exfoliation of the dead skin from the surface of the skin. So this particular product is being used as a face peel to give a lightening effect onto the skin surface. Next product which is being used is botanicals. As I said earlier, there are many tree extracts which are being used in cosmetics for enhancing their purpose. Botanicals comprise the largest category of cosmeceutical additives which are found into the marketplace today. As I said, organic is one of the important name in cosmetic. O stands for organic. So many botanicals are being used and they have shown the benefit onto the skin. The ingredients like green tea extract, ferulic acid, grapeseed extract, these are used. This green seed extract or your grapeseed extract, they diminishes the sign of aging. They also help in even out the discoloration and they repair the photo damages. So botanicals are being used here. You have a product which is being in front of you, which is being used as an anti-acne, which contains green tea extract, which is being used as a main ingredient of this face wash, and it helps in diminishing the sign of aging. It also helps in even out the discoloration and it helps in preventing the development of acne onto the surface of the skin, onto the face. Next product is depigmenting agent. Skin lightening agents which are added contains various ingredients like licorice, hydroquinone, vitamin C, kojic acid. Here you have a product in front of you which contains licorice in a screen brightening cream and vitamin C which is used as a serum cream which helps in removing the dead skin and give depigmentation or helps in lightening of the skin. Fourth product is exfoliating agents. As I said earlier, beta hydroxy or salicylic acid is commonly used for removal of dead skin. So exfoliants they promote skin turnover by removing adherent cells in the stratum corneum. Common exfoliants which are used are salicylic acid and even alpha hydroxy acids like lactic acid and glycolic acids are being used. Here you have salicylic acid daily gentle cleanser in front of you which is there available into the market which is being used as exfoliants. Next, commonly used skin cosmeceuticals is moisturizers. These are not only used for hydration of the skin but also in the treatment of eczema or skin rashes or dry skin. It restores water content to the epidermis and provides a soothing protective film. Moisturizers, these are useful in the management of various skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, pruritus, and aged skin. Here you have Bioderma sebum hydra ultra hydron compensator in front of you, which is there available into the market. Next, commonly used skin cosmeceutical, it's topical peptides. These are regarded as cellular messengers. We know that as we go on aging, the collagen starts degrading and start breaking. So if we want to maintain the elasticity and skin texture, we should ensure that this collagen should be built again and again onto the skin surface, and that can be done with the help of topical peptides, as these are regarded as cellular messengers for formation of collagen and are designed to mimic peptide fragments with endogenous biological activity that help in development of collagen onto the surface of the skin that maintain the youthfulness or anti-wrinkle effect is being observed with topical peptides when they are being used. And here you have a product which is being used as a face serum which helps in repairing and soothing the skin surface and preventing the wrinkles onto the surface of the skin. Next skin cosmeceutical is retinoids. These are the most common ingredients found in the cosmeceuticals. Vitamin A. They consist of natural and synthetic derivatives of vitamin A, which reduces hyperpigmentation and inhibit the enzymes and breaking down the collagen, and hence it helps this retinol 2.5% cream which is being used. It helps in preventing the development of wrinkles onto the surface of the skin. Next skin cosmeceutical is sunscreen. We know the photo damaging effect of ultraviolet light or ultraviolet rays UVA and UVB onto the surface of the skin, and that can be prevented with the help of the agents which are being used as a sunscreen. Vitamin A, vitamin C, these are being used as skin protectant. So you have here the preparations which are being used to prevent the signs of aging and which helps in protecting us from the damaging environmental agent or UVA and UVB rays. Next, commonly used skin cosmeceutical. Last ninth skin cosmeceutical which is being commonly used is antioxidant. We know that free radical damages the surface of the skin, and this free radical actually leads to development of the wrinkles onto the surface of the skin. So if we can use some kind of antioxidant, they will reduce this free radical damage and prevents impairment at the cellular level. They prevent collagen depletion by inhibiting inflammation and offer protection against photo damage and skin cancer. Commonly used antioxidants includes alpha lipoic acid, ascorbic acid or vitamin C. vitamin B3, that is niacinamide, N-acetyl-glucosamine, and alpha tocopherol and ubiquinone. You have a product in front of you which contains 10% niacinamide face serum, which is being used for preventing acne marks onto the surface of the skin. So it helps, your antioxidant helps in preventing this photo damage to the skin, and it helps in enhancing the skin texture and preventing the wrinkles onto the skin. So photo aging is being avoided or prevented with the help of antioxidant products like niacinamide, ascorbic acid product, or products containing alpha lipoic acid and N-acetyl glucosamine or alpha tocopherols. Next slide, please. So these are the representative examples of some skin cosmeceuticals which are being used. On the left hand side, you are finding hydrogely collagen, which will help with the building of the collagen and preventing the depletion of the collagen from the epidermis. So it will help in preventing the wrinkles onto the surface of the skin. Second product which you are finding, it is a face wash, lactocalamine face wash containing vitamin C. It will help in preventing development of acne and will also help in removing the spots developed due to the acne. Third product which you are seeing is turmeric face cream or Uputan, we call it as. We know the effect of turmeric or haldi onto the surface of skin. It is anti-inflammatory, so it helps in preventing the development of acne. You have another product which contains vitamin C, which is being used as skin brightening or lightening product. You have bio oil, which is being used for dry skin gel or preventing dry skin. Grapeseed extract can be used as a bio oil for preventing dry skin. And last one is your Kumkumadi Tailam, which is being used for facial glow or enhancing the appearance or the whitening of the skin, which contains the various kinds of oils which are being extracted from saffron, vitamin E, and ashwagandha. And this product is also used for all types of skin. Even on the product, you will find that for which kind of skin this product can be used, it is being written. As I said earlier, even dermatologists must be aware about the type of the skin of a patient before finalizing any particular product. Just going into the market and picking up any product may give you an adverse effect because it may not be suitable for the skin type which you are having. So you must have a skill and knowledge about how to choose a proper product for usage, and then only you can have a beneficial effect onto the surface of our skin. Depending upon the skin type, you have different products which are there into the market, and based on that you should go for selection of a proper product from the market. Next is hair cosmeceuticals. We know that hair cosmetic procedures are ancient and they are being used in ancient times in Egypt, where hair setting was being done with the use of mud and hair coloring was being done with the henna. In ancient Greece and Rome, countless ointments and tonics were recommended for beautification of the hair as well as remedies for the treatment of scalp diseases. We know that we should have some kind of antifungal ingredients included into the cosmetic product, which will give us the product or the preparation which will help in the treatment of the scalp diseases. Hair cosmeceutical products include conditioners, your special care ingredients or anti-dandruff shampoos, your hair growth stimulants, and even you have hair colorants. So you have four hair cosmeceuticals which are there into the market. First one is conditioners. Next slide, please. In hair cosmeceuticals, the first cosmeceutical which is being used is conditioning agent or conditioners. These are used to impart softness and gloss and even to reduce fly weight and to enhance disentangling facility or effect which is being caused by various shampoos. So when we go for shampoos, it is being recommended that we should use conditioners. Even you must have seen advertisement of various products which are there into the market, which comes shampoo along with conditioner, because it is being said that after shampooing one should use some kind of conditioners which will help in imparting softness and gloss to the hair shaft. A number of ingredients may be used, mostly fatty ingredients, hydrolyzed proteins, quaternized cationic derivatives, and cationic polymers and silicones. Here you have one product in front of you which contains hair conditioner which is silicone free. So mostly they contains fatty ingredients or hydrolyzed proteins which gives smoothness and softness to the hair shaft. Next product is for anti-dandruff, special care ingredients. These are aimed at modifying specific problems which are relating to the superficial scalp. So here you will have anti-dandruff product, and they mostly contain some antifungal agents like zinc pyrithione, octopyrox, and ketoconazole. So when these kind of ingredients are there available into the product, these products are being used as anti-dandruff product, and they also help in treating the scalp diseases. These are known as special care ingredients. Third important category of hair cosmeceuticals is hair growth stimulants. So these are the products which will help in improving the growth of hair, and the most important ingredient which is can be used for improving or stimulating the hair growth onto the scalp is your coconut oil. The traditional remedy which is being used now, it is being available into the product form as well. When old material is being filled up into the new container and is being promoted with lot of advertisement, you go for the same product which traditionally we used to use, like pure coconut oil. Even you have biotin gummies and hair vitamins which can be used for enhancing or for stimulating the hair growth and to treat the disease or disorder which is known as alopecia. Fourth important hair cosmeceutical is your hair colorants. We use different hair colorants. You must have seen a lot of hair dyes or colorants which are available into the market. Mostly they are chemicals, and nowadays organic hair colorants are also being promoted. Herbal henna products are there, and organic hair colorants or colors which are being obtained from various flowers are being used as a hair dyes or hair colors for coloring the hair. So this was all about your hair cosmeceuticals. These are different representative examples of the hair cosmeceuticals which are available into the market. One is DST blocker, which will help in improving the growth of the hair onto the scalp and also will prevent the hair fall. Second one is collagen builder. Third one is your hair and scalp treatment mask. Next is hair fall control oil shots. And last one is natural infusion, which nourishes and enhances the growth of the hair onto the scalp. In other cosmeceutical, as I said earlier, we will have some eye cream, we'll have nail polish, we'll have toothpaste, which have some active ingredients which gives better effect as compared to cosmetics. So there are numerous cosmeceutical eye creams that nourishes the skin with natural emollients and beneficial nutrients. The other functional ingredients which includes in this like vitamin E, vitamin A, vitamin C, green tea, and tire flower, ginkgo biloba, and cucumber, calendula to calm the irritated skin. The eye wrinkles you must have seen when we are not having proper sleep, dark circles develops under the eyes. So to remove this eye wrinkle, we have eye wrinkle creams which help forestall the signs of aging and generally contains wheat germ and corn oil, squalene, and carrot extract. Eye firming fluid has aosin and algae extract from seaweed that helps the skin to maintain the elasticity and prevent the aging effect which is there. There are other cosmeceuticals. Next slide. Apart from eye cosmeceuticals, we have other cosmeceuticals like licorice shea lip butter balm. We have Dr. Reddy's antifungal nail care product. We have anti-cavity toothpaste like Inafix, and we have astringent and antibacterial soap Sweat Go product which is available into the market. So one product is there for taking care of your hydration of the lip balm it is known as. One is there to take care of your nail. So nail care product is there containing some antifungal agents. You have anti-cavity toothpaste or fluoride toothpaste which are available into the market, which comes under the class of cosmeceutical, and even astringent and antibacterial soap, it also comes under the cosmeceutical products. Next one. Next slide, please. You have say nail polish, which helps in giving UV protection. You have under eye cream. You have lip sleeping mask, sleeping mask, which is being applied onto the lips before going to sleep, so that next day your lips will be hydrated and will maintain the elasticity of the lips. And you have Purexa, which is India's first probiotic toothpaste, which helps in preventing the mouth odor and preventing the cavity formation onto the tooth. Even you can see these kind of products. Oziva, it is the most buzzword into the cosmeceutical industry nowadays. Natural whole food for healthy skin, strong hair and nail. You have biotin, which is fizzy drink mix, which helps in development of stronger hair and healthier skin. Now, when we talk about these cosmeceuticals, n number of products are available into the market. So, what is the current revenue which is being generated by this particular product? First, we'll talk about the cosmetics and toiletry products. As I said earlier, cosmetics and personal care industry contribute significantly into the world GDP. The global beauty and personal care market, it is being driven by aging population, as we have seen, and even the increasing per capita income. The wealthy population or increase into the wealthy population throughout the world has increased the use of beauty and personal care products. Beauty care market is powerful and dynamic, and it is being driven by strong consumption growth potential. You can see over here in 2021 the whole revenue which is being generated by cosmetic and toiletry product was around 24.8 billion US dollar, and it is being expected to rise to around 30.5 billion US dollar in 2026. So your cosmetic and toiletry products are showing the growth at a CAGR or cumulative annual growth rate of around 4.20%. When we'll be talking about growth of cosmeceutical industry, you will be surprised to see the CAGR with which it is growing. Your cosmetic and toiletry products are increasing at a CAGR of 4.20%, whereas your cosmeceuticals are increasing at a CAGR of around 9.2%, which is a staggering number. In skincare, hair care, makeup, perfumes, toiletries, and deodorants and oral cosmetics are the main product categories which are available into the cosmetic market. In skincare is a leading market because it occupies around 50% share into the market. Skincare, followed by your hair care products, and followed by your other cosmetic products. Next slide, please. Here we can see that cosmetic market is being driven by hair and skincare products more as compared to other products which are there into the market. Skincare products contributes around 50%, followed by your hair care products, followed by your deodorants and fragrances, followed by makeup and color cosmetics. Next slide. The if we talk about Indian market, the Indian market is being driven by vegan products followed by organic products. Inorganic products occupies very less share because people are getting aware about the side effects or bad effects of inorganic products or chemicals which are being used into the market, and that's why vegan and organic products are showing more proportion of products into the Indian market as well. The major brands like L'Oreal, even Procter and Gamble, your HUL, Hindustan, these are the major players into the market. The global cosmeceutical market, it is being projected to grow from 31.51 billion US dollar in 2021 to 58.34 billion US dollar in 2028. So as I said earlier, see the growth rate at which cosmeceutical products are getting into the market. They are going to have a CAGR of around 9.2% into the forecast period of 21 to 28. Let me tell you, in 2020-21, we had sharp decline into the cosmetic revenue as well as in cosmeceutical revenue because of the pandemic. But as we are getting out of the pandemic in 2022, we are expecting that the growth into this particular use of these particular products are going to increase. The growth of cosmeceutical market will have significant change in 2021 from the one which we have witnessed in 2021 and 2020. Global cosmeceutical key players include L'Oreal's, Procter and Gamble, HUL, and these global top three manufacturer holds a share of around 35%. Europe is said to be the largest market with a share of around 30%, followed by China and North America. Both have share over 40%. In terms of product, even Asia Pacific is there into the queue. India and countries like India, they falls in the Asia Pacific region like Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore. These are Asia Pacific countries which are also showing the increased demand of cosmeceutical products. So, though Europe is leading into the market, India is also there into the queue. In terms of the product, skincare is the largest segment with the share, as I said earlier, has a share of over 50%. Next slide. This is global cosmeceutical market share by product type in 2020. You can see 48.5% share is being occupied by skincare product, anti-aging, anti-wrinkle product, or the products which are being used for maintaining the flexibility, texture, and elasticity of the skin, followed by hair care product, followed by injectables which are being used for enhancing the beauty, and last one is others like lipsticks or anti-cavity toothpaste or eye creams or eye care products. Next slide, please. This is how organic cosmetic products are showing more and more presence into the market. We can see the on the chart bar that see how bars are showing increase into the demand of organic product and increase into the presence of the organic cosmetic products year on year growth rate which is being seen in Indian market from 2016 to 2021. Next one. Next slide, please. See, there are various regions which are expected to dominate the cosmeceutical market. Next slide, please. Though we have said that Europe is the leading market, even North America and Asia Pacific region are not very behind to European market in case of cosmeceuticals. Shekhar sir, can you help me to go to the next slide, please?
Just hold on, sir.
Just take a gauge.
Also, sir.
Okay, till we come back with the slides, the listeners are being requested if they have any
Sir,
question.
just hold on. You have lost the internet connection. Just hold on. We're trying on that.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Sorry for interruption, sir. For due to some technical issues, wait for 2 minutes, sir. I request
Okay,
all participants just
no
wait for
problem.
2 minutes. Sir, slides are visible to us.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Hello.
Yes, so we were discussing about the potential markets which are there for cosmeceuticals. As I said earlier, Europe dominates this particular market. Previous slide, please. But even India, US, China, they are not behind Europe in case of cosmeceutical market. So these are the regions which are expected to dominate the cosmeceutical market. North America, that is United States, Canada and Mexico, Europe, Germany, UK, France, Italy, Russia and Turkey. Asia Pacific, China, Japan, Korea, India, Australia, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Vietnam. So this is how the cosmeceutical market is being dominated by different regions. Europe, no doubt, it is a world leader in cosmeceutical market, followed by North America and Asia Pacific region. Next slide, please. Now, whatever growth we are experiencing into cosmeceutical market, there are some restraining factors as well, and these restraining factors are relaxed regulations which are there from USFDA or regulatory authorities. As we have seen earlier, these products are neither placed under cosmetic nor pharmaceuticals, and hence they are not regulated by FDA. Federal Trade Commission monitors advertising statements for unbearable claims of these particular products. And these lax regulations are the major constraint, as it gives the scope for the growth of fake products into the market. Even if you go into the Indian market, you will find that a lot of fake products claiming anti-aging or anti-wrinkle kind of effects they are available into the market, but because there are less regulation or relaxed regulation onto this kind of product, the growth of these kind of fake products is there into the market. Even online sales in cosmetic products, we are having lot of vendors which are offering branded products at low prices, which is driving consumers towards counterfeit products. And industry is also in the state of regulatory limbo, as they don't know whether their product will be measured as a drug or it will be regulated as a cosmetic. Because even we have seen FDA is not in clear understanding that whether to consider this particular product as a drug or whether to consider this particular product as a cosmetic. If it has a pharmacological effect, it will be considered as a drug, but it is showing as a on the label claim, if it is showing that it is only helping improving the attractiveness or appearance, then it will be considered as cosmetic. Here, in case of cosmeceuticals, we are having active ingredient being used in the cosmetic, and that's why there is a quite ambiguity at the FDA's end whether to regulate it as a drug or whether to regulate it as a cosmetic, and that relaxed regulation is a major constraint for the market growth, and it leads to come up of or pouring of fake products into the market. Even there are some toxicity which is being seen with the cosmeceutical ingredients which are being used nowadays. You must have seen many products are there wherein it is being written the product is free from silicone, product is free from parabens, product is free from toxic chemicals. Why it is required? Because the ingredients which are being commonly used like formaldehyde, 1,4-dioxane or parabens, which are commonly used, formaldehyde which is being used as a preservative, 1,4-dioxane which is being used as an additive in shampoos, mouthwashes, all kinds of toothpaste, even parabens which are being used as a preservatives. These are all carcinogenic agents, and usage or consumption of these kind of ingredients or chemicals at a level and at a regular basis can lead to eliciting cancers of different types. It has been already proven that they are carcinogens, and that's why use of these kind of chemicals are being banned or are being reduced by various manufacturers. Next slide, please. So use of organic ingredients is being promoted. So what are the future directions which are there into the cosmeceuticals? Let me tell you, the cosmeceuticals emphasizes the functional aspects of the cosmetic products. So cosmetic products were there already into the market. We have given a functional aspect to the cosmetic products by including or inserting some kind of biologically active ingredients into it. So it has emphasized the functional aspect. The cosmeceutical market, particularly its natural segment, has promised to deliver effective cosmetic and that too safely, and that has continued to expand because many chemical ingredients are not being encouraged to be used into the cosmeceuticals or cosmetic product because of their carcinogenic effect. So there are few issues that needs to be considered for expanding this cosmeceutical market. First and foremost, claims of efficacy have to be backed up with the proper claim proofs that this particular, say I am saying that this particular product has anti-aging effect, so I should be able to back up my claim with some kind of proofs. Even consumers are getting more and more natural conscious, and hence we must promote use of natural ingredients instead of synthetic constituents. As I said earlier, parabens, your formaldehyde, your 1,4-dioxane kind of constituents, they have deleterious effect onto the human being. They are carcinogens, so we should encourage and promote the use of natural ingredients instead of these kind of synthetic constituents. Even delivery system which will give effective concentration of the active ingredient across skin. As I said, your penetration of a active ingredient is important to elicit its pharmacological effect or to increase its beneficial effect onto the surface of the skin, and that can be done with the help of controlled release of active ingredient with the help of nanotechnology. So nanotechnology is a buzzing word in cosmeceutics and cosmeceuticals nowadays because it gives effective cutaneous penetration, and that too at a lower concentration of active ingredient. And last but not the least is your regulation has always been an issue with the cosmeceutical industry. Let me tell you, there are products which are being considered as cosmetics in US, whereas they are considered as drug into the Japan. In Japan, these kind of products which have active ingredient into the cosmetic product, they are considered as quasi drugs, and they need a proper approval from drug regulatory authority before marketing. So as such, cosmetics or cosmeceuticals, these are not regulated into the US and Europe. However, in on the other hand, many topical products which are cosmetics containing some active ingredient, they are considered as quasi drugs and required approval from regulatory authorities in Japan. So what we expect that with the exception of some kind of products, we should have the harmonization which is taking place with the regulatory authorities worldwide, and wherein the cosmeceuticals will be properly placed. Right now, cosmeceuticals land in no man's land. In in future, we are expecting that harmonization will prevent the current situation when some products are registered as a drug in some countries, whereas they are considered as cosmetics in some other countries. This should not happen, and that will give a impetus for growth into the cosmeceuticals and in cosmeceutical industry as well. So we are expecting a positive step from regulatory authorities as well, which will help in enhancing the cosmeceutical markets worldwide. I would like to end my talk with the quote from Nathan that women, as they grow older, rely more and more on cosmetics. Men, as they grow older, rely more and more on a sense of humor, because in a stressful life, if you can maintain the sense of humor, then and then only your aging will be delayed. Only using anti-aging product or wrinkle means anti-wrinkle product will not help you being youthful throughout your life, but developing a sense of humor will also help in delaying the aging process. In case of men, I'm talking about. Women, as they grow older, they need to take care of and help of more and more of the cosmetics. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I'm grateful to listen to this nice talk. Sir, I focused on the basics of the basics key, key drivers for the growth of cosmetics, which is become a today's need. Apart from this, sir also focused on the development and the working of the various cosmeceuticals like skincare products, hair care products, and the other cosmeceutical products. As well as sir has kept in front of you the market scenario of the cosmetics, how it will affect on the market, as well as sir also focused on the future scope of the cosmetics. Whenever we consider the cosmetics, the natural ingredients specifically we, must be or may be used drastically in the future for the development of new cosmetics with the help of a nanotechnology. Thank you, sir, for such a nice talk. I request all the participants if you have some questions, uh, you will drop into the chat box or you can raise your hands to ask the question.
Being a pharma professional, I thought of talking on cosmeceuticals because in cosmetics you can include a lot of natural ingredients and can enhance the functionality. of cosmetic products. Your students are cosmetic science students, so if they can have a review of the natural ingredients which have beneficial effect onto either skin, hair, or other body parts, then that can be included, and they can think of working on to cosmeceuticals, which is an emerging field.
Yes, sir. It will become an
I'm so fascinated with this particular field that one of my PhD student is working on cosmeceutical development of cosmeceutical.
nice. Thank you, sir.
I will be happy to answer if there is any query, any question, any comment from the audience.
I think, sir, you have covered almost all the things which are been expecting by the your dear participants.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir, for the nice talk. Then we move forward toward the next speaker. Now I request to the Mr. Jagtap sir, Assistant Professor of School of Technology, to introduce Dr. Mahesh Boikar sir, Assistant Professor School of Chemical Sciences, Commissioner Ahilyadevi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur. Over to you, sir.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone, and warm welcome. So, Dr. Mahesh Uglikar, sir, is currently working as assistant professor at School of Chemical Sciences in Punyashlok Ahilyadevi Holkar, Solapur Vidyapit, Solapur. PhD was awarded to him in August 2020. Uh, he has nearly about 17 years of experience in industries where he worked on process development, process optimization, process validation, and technology transfer to plants. He has worked in renewed industries like Merck's Milan Laboratories is there. In Milan Laboratory, he worked as a manager manager for R&D departments. He has also worked in Zydus Cadila, where he has received Best Performance Award for the year 2002 to 2003, and also he has worked in Harman Fanco Chemical Limited and also Deepak Nitrate Limited. He has nearly about 10 patents on various process and method, uh, on various process and various method. Yes, so sir, you can start with your talk. A request to start
Uh,
your talk.
okay, thank you very much, Jagtap sir, for a brief introduction. And I'm also thankful to Punyashlok Ahilyadevi Holkar, Solapur University, for giving me this opportunity to talk on this topic related to the School of Technology. I'm thankful to the Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university as well as convener of this webinar, Lavan Madam, and all the organizing committee. Thank you. I will start my webinar. I will share the screen first. So my screen is visible and I am audible to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So topic of my today's talk is cosmetic and pharmaceutical sector, an overview on working protocol and career opportunities. As I have a background of this pharmaceutical industry and I have an experience from the research department, so I will be talking, giving a brief introduction about company's operation or function or the working protocol inside the company. So I will start my talk. So first I have divided my topic talk in the three segments. As the first one is cosmetics, second one is the pharmaceutical industries, or and third one is the opportunities in the to enter the in the industry. So as all you know, what is in cosmetics? The cosmetics means an article intended to be rubbed, poured, sprinkled, or sprayed on a or otherwise applied to the human body for cleansing, beautifying, promoting attractiveness, or altering the appearance. Means overall the beauty of the this purpose for this cosmetic is to improve the beauty or skin care. Then it includes the article intended for use as an component of the cosmetic. And the general process used in the manufacturing of these cosmetics. The main processes used in manufacturing of cosmetics are as follows. First one is the emulsification. Emulsification is nothing but the intermix, proper intermix or blending of the components to form a smooth mixture. The second process is a mixing, means just like a physical mixture. Then third one is the compaction. Compaction is nothing but the crushing or compression which can be applied. Then fourth one is the molding. What is it? To give a particular shape to that product is the molding. Then packaging. Packaging is also an important process because you have to keep the your product as it is by analyzing its stability study at different various conditions, so you can give the packaging condition to that product. Then the common material used in cosmetics are the main processes used in manufacturing of cosmetics are as follows. First one is the water, then the preservatives you can use as an antimicrobial agent, for example the salicylic acid. Then antioxidant, for example, you can use the ascorbic acid. All these are the preservatives. Then the humectants. What is the humectants? Is then attract water from the air or from the deeper in the skin. Means that humectants absorb the
Sir, your slide is not changing. Only first slide
okay
is seen here.
okay okay sir okay. Okay. So humectants are nothing but which attracts the water from the air or from the deeper in the skin. So we can call it as the humectants. Then surfactants is nothing but the detergent. As a detergent, it increases its spreading and wetting properties. Oil, fats, and waxes as the diverse class of the organic compound which are lipophilic in nature, which are water soluble, sorry, which are oil soluble, and the perfumes, colors, some functional raw materials are as a active ingredients inside the cosmetics. Then herbal or plant sources material are used as an cosmetics. Then the control of microbial contamination in manufacturing of the cosmetics. The control of environment. As you know, environment is a nowadays in for industry, environment is a very much conscious factor for
Sir,
considering this. So,
sir, sorry to
hello.
disturb you. Sir, your slides are not visible. Can you share the slide?
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, now it is visible. Hello, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Now
can
it is visible.
make it slideshow, sir.
Ah, yes, I have done that.
Yes,
Please continue, sir.
Okay, now it is visible to you.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I will continue. So control of the microbial contamination in the manufacturing of the cosmetics. So control of environment is a very much important factor for manufacturing premises of these cosmetics. Then control of the personal hygiene, because whatever persons are working inside these premises, so their personal hygiene is very much important. Then the development of an effective cleaning and sterilization program in the premises is very much important, which can affect on the products. So cleaning and sterilization is very much important for this. Then the monitoring of the quality of the water supply. As you know, nowadays water is very much important because it can carry the impurities which may be genotoxic, which may be toxic to the product as well as human, because ultimately you are using that product on the skin or on the body parts. Then observation of the quality of the water supply. So there is some protocol to test the water, whatever quality of the water you are using. It may be our water or distilled water or purified water. Then use of the adequate preservatives to preserve that product. Then monitoring of microbial quality of the cosmetics during manufacturing stages. So there is some testing for this microbial growth or microbial quality of that product. Then the classification of the cosmetic product. Cosmetic product for use for the hairs are the shampoos, depilatories, which are the cosmetic preparation to remove the hairs. Then the shaving soaps, creams, hair dyes, anti-dandruff products, hair tonics and conditioners, hair wave sets, liqueurs that which shines the hairs, then rinses, hair grooming preparations, then the permanent hair waving preparation and hair straightener. So hair bleaches and hair colorants are used as the cosmetics for the hair. Then the cosmetics for the eye. So eyeshadows, eyebrows means you can use the pencils, mascara, which is called as the eyelashes, then eyeliners. Are all these are the cosmetic products which are used for the eye. Then the cosmetics for the nails, cuticle creams, oils, and removers which can apply on the nail. Then the nail bleaches and stain removers, nail lacquers and the removers, then fingernail elongators. All these are the cosmetic products which are used for caring of the nails. Then according to their function, some cosmetic products are classified as curative or therapeutic. For example, antiperspirants which reduce sweat by blocking the sweat glands, then hair preparations, all these are the curative or therapeutic cosmetics which are used, which are based on their function. Then the protective cosmetics as a face powder which are using for the on the face. Then decorative means though we are using the cosmetics as lipsticks, nail polishers, eyelashes. We are that these products are used as the decoratives, cosmetic decoratives. Then the classification of the cosmetic products depending upon their physical nature. For example, aerosols, which are nothing but the fine solid or liquid particles which can be used in the shave lotions. Then the cakes, the roux or compacts are in the form of the cakes. Then the emulsions is nothing but the phase which is a mixture of the oil and water. So these are used in the vanishing creams, cold cream, all purpose creams used on the skin. Then the oils as the hair oils, paste as a toothpaste, powders are nothing but the tooth powders, talcum powders, then solutions which are used in the form of the shave lotions, hand lotions, soaps are the shaving soaps. The quality control test for the cosmetics. As you know, nowadays quality is very much important because you have to sell your product in the market. So quality control department is a very much important and which gives the quality assurance to the customer. So raw material control. How can we control the raw materials? We can keep a specification for the raw materials, their impurities, their key raw materials, all these things. So we can test the raw materials as per the protocol. Then packaging material protocol control. We can keep the control on packaging material by their testing the material, which how much how that packaging material is suitable for your product. Then intermediate product control. There is an intermediate specification. There is a number of tests for the intermediate product control. Then finished product control, which can be controlled by the COA. COA is nothing but the qualitative of analysis, and the shelf testing, which can be tested by the shelf life of that cosmetic product or the product safety by its stability study. Then the market survey is an important prevalence which gives the feedback from the market, because ultimately you are selling your product in the market. So market prevalence is very much important. Then the additives in the cosmetics, we can use the emollients, which are the emollients are nothing but the preparation that soften the skin, then waxes, oils, humectants, preservatives, binders, surfactants, colors, perfumes, and herbals. All these are the okay. Is my slides are visible?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, I will share again. From this cosmetic product. So depend on temperature and the degree of exposure to the air and relative humidity in the air, which causes the drying of the cosmetic. So you can apply the humectants to avoid that loss. Then the definition of the humectants. So humectants are nothing but the hydroscopic material which are used in the cosmetics, used to reduce the loss of the moisture from that cosmetic product, used to keep the cream soft. That is, for example, vanishing creams possesses an emollient action in the vanishing cream, forms thin film on the skin when applied, or influences the texture or condition of the skin. So all moisturizing preparation contains the humectants. Not only humectants are responsible to avoid drying of the product, but also based on the container and closure in which it is packed, because ultimately you are packing that product in the some sort of the packaging material. So evaporation compatible with the other material, that your humectant should be compatible with the other material in the cosmetic product. Then it should be colorless, it should have a good odor and taste, it should be non-toxic, non-irritant, non-corrosive to the packaging material, as well as not solidifying or crystallizing at a normal condition, and it should not be too costly. That are the properties of the ideal humectants. Then there are three classes of these humectants, as an inorganic humectants, metal organic humectants, and the organic humectants. So what are the inorganic humectants? As an example, the calcium chloride, which is a inorganic humectant, but it has some disadvantages as a compatibility problem with this calcium chloride, and this material is a corrosive in nature. So there is a limited use. It has a limited use in the cosmetic product. Then the metal organic humectants, for example, sodium lactate, It is nothing but a sodium salt of this lactic acid, and which has a pH value is 6 to 7.3, means near the neutral pH. Advantages of this sodium lactate: it is a greater hygroscopic powder than the glycerin. Glycerin is nothing but the 1,2,3 triol propane, means it has an propane structure with the 3 hydroxy groups. Then disadvantage of this sodium lactate, compatibility problem, it is not compatible with the other material. Then corrosive in nature, pronounced the taste, means strongly marked, you can mark the taste. That's why the sodium lactate cannot be very much used in the cosmetics. So generally used in the skin cream as a no risk of toxicity, because you are applying on the skin, not inhaling that product. So that's why you can use on the skin because of the risk of toxicity. Then admixture of the sodium lactate plus lactic acid is used to overcome the pH, means you can decrease its pH up to 4.8 by using the mixture of the sodium lactate and the lactic acid. And it has also a limited use in the cosmetics. Then the polyhydric alcohols are nothing but the sugar alcohols, and their ester and ether molecules, because ester and ethers are preparing from these alcohols. Then widely used in the cosmetics. Most commonly used are ethylene glycol, propylene glycol, and the glycerol, sorbitol, etc. Then the polyethylene glycol in the form of the PO. PO is nothing but the polyethylene oxide. PO is the polyoxyethylene, and these polyethylene glycols are available in varying molecular weight, as its molecule is 400 Dalton. So PEG 400, PEG 600 are available in the market based on their concentration and effectiveness. Then the other humectants in the cosmetics are diethylene glycol, triethylene glycol, dipropylene glycol, polyethoxyethylene glycerin. Then xylitol is nothing but the polyalcohols, mannitol, sorbitol, sorbiton, and polyoxyethylene sorbiton. Glucose, trithan, triethanylamine, then triethanol amine lactate, and urea. All these are the humectants. Then my second part of my talk is a general overview of pharmaceutical sector. So how pharmaceutical sector or any industry, how it works. So we will see one by one those. So general overview of the pharmaceutical sector. So types of industry, as you know, there are different types of the industry, as pharmaceutical industry, cosmetic industry, API means active pharmaceutical industry, formulation industry, biotechnologies industries, food processing, beverages, distilleries, material science, paint, dyes, rubber, plastic, oil, gas, glass industry, cement industry, textile industry, chemical industry, paper and pulp industry, agrochemical, and pesticide industry. Why I'm talking about this industry? Because the number of opportunities for our science graduate or postgraduate student who can enter into these industries. So how many technical departments are inside the any industry? I will give an example of pharmaceutical industry. The research and development important is the R&D department is an heart of the industry, because new innovation, new ideas are generating from research and development department. Then analytical development department, which is called it as an ideal department, which gives a new method for these new products. So they develop a new method, and will that method will be handed over to the quality control department for further production of this product. Then production department is an also important department for the production of that product which is developed from the R&D. Quality control department, which controls the quality of the product. Quality assurance department, which gives the assurance to that product. Regulatory affairs is the foreign market or abroad market, which is outside this our country, which can be called at the US market, Europe market, or WHO guidelines. All these are the regulatory affairs, Japan, Europe, EDQM, all these. Then engineering department is the nothing but the utility department which gives support to the production department, which gives a different utility support to the production department. Then project management is nothing but which manage the product from the R&D to the production or up to the marketing. Then store and warehouse department which gives supplies the raw material to us, and which can our final product will be sold out from this warehouse. Then EHS is an important department which is called is that the environment health safety, and the IPR department is nothing but the intellectual property right department which saves our innovation. Then the general overview about these non-technical departments which works in which are in the industries or corporate office. Then business development department which I called it as the BD department. Then marketing department which markets our product. Then supply chain management which called it as SCM. Then account and purchase department, human resource department which appoint the employees, which take care of the employees. This is the HRD department. Then security department which secures our premises, and the time office department which gives the which controls on the time of this industry. Then the organogram, how this organogram work in the industry. As a CEO is the chief executive officer. I have given this as per the hierarchy. Then managing director, there is EMD, then president. After that, vice president, general manager, deputy general manager, assistant general manager, senior manager, which in some company which can call it as the senior research scientist. Then manager is a research scientist, then senior executive, senior chemist, or chemist, then trainee. So initially you can enter into the company as a trainee, and you can grow up to the chief executive officer of the company. Then the I will give and details about the every department. Research and development department is nothing but the new drug discovery which can be discovered from this R&D department. Then the contract research organization, that is a CRO. Then active pharmaceutical ingredient development is developed in this R&D department. These are the functions of the R&D department. Then process development lab which gives the best process for the scale up. The novel route synthesis which can call it as NC, the novel process for this your product. The designing of the experiments, that is DOE. You can design the different experiments as per the quality demand. Then the skills, what skills you require: organic chemistry, synthesis from the milligram to kilogram level. You can use different reagent, catalyst, your observations, calculation, conclusion, decision, report writing, reaction workup, calculations, mass balance. All these are activities, or all these skills are required to work in the R&D department. Then the this R&D department, what are the benefits from this department? We can publish a new innovation in the form of patent or research article. You can improve your knowledge of the synthesis, and you can scale up it up from milligram to kilogram scale. Your analysis and analytical report reading will be get benefited. You will get benefit from that. Improves your practical skill, column purification technique, TLC analysis technique, then purification method, high vacuum distillation for the liquids, and the costing and cost effective process you can generate from this department. Then the green synthesis, which gives an which has a knowledge about the quality system. The qualification required as a M.Tech, M.C., PhD, postdoc can work in the regular R&D department. Then the analytical development department is nothing but the ADL department, which there are some guidelines to work in the analytical development department, as the GMP is nothing but good manufacturing practice, and GLP is nothing but the good laboratory practices. are very much important to work inside the laboratories. So there is a method development of the new drug by using the HPLC instrument, which can, and we can check the purity of this product by HPLC purity. If the liquid product is there or solid product is there, you can check by the gas chromatography using different gases. So percentage purity and quality analysis can be done by this GC instrument. Then assay method, how much quantity of your active ingredients inside the product. So you can check it by assay method. This is known as the quantitative analysis. Then various spectroscopic techniques are used as the UV, IR, nuclear magnetic resonance, mass spectroscopy, X-ray diffraction are used to know the crystalline form of your solid. Then the water content by KF titrator, then the RI test, refractive index, then LOD, loss on drying of that product, because you are isolating or purifying the product from the water. So LOD test is very much important. Specific optical rotation for the this chiral compound, then polar by using the polarimetry, then sulfated and sulfated ash analysis, which is called as the routine analysis, because you can calculate the inorganic content from that product. And the skills required for this working in this department is hands on the analytical instrument like HPLC GC, calibration of instruments, accuracy, analysis, conclusion, and the reports writing, and face the quality audits, for example, USFD audit. Then the some good laboratory practices. I have given some 5 fundamentals for the GLP, that is good laboratory practices. As the resources, resources is nothing but the person, facility, equipments. Characterization is nothing but the test article. For example, identification of the quality. Test system is nothing but the identification of the health status. Then rules, some protocols and procedure you have to follow in the analytical laboratory. Then results, the raw material, final reports, and proper documentation is very much important as working in the analytical department, because you are working under the GLP condition. Then the quality assurance is nothing but you have to face the audits or inspection of the different departments, then training and advice to the company departments. Then the analytical development department, what benefits you will company will get. Company will get some publication, patent, research article, improve knowledge of analysis and analytical report reading, improves instrument handling skills, accuracy and perfectness, troubleshooting in the analytical methods, because number of times that metal get is a problem get created into that method. So you have to troubleshoot that method. Then method development, method validation, because your method should be validated, and the method transfer from lab scale to the plant scale to the QC department. Then preparation of the SOP. SOP is nothing but the standard operating procedure, and STB is the standard test protocol. By using this protocol, you can analyze that sample. Then pharmacopoeial or non-pharmacopoeial methods you have to develop. Pharmacopoeial methods means there are different pharmacopoeia, British pharmacopoeia, Indian pharmacopoeia, US pharmacopoeia, like that. You have, they have given their own method for the analysis. And non-pharmacopoeial product means the new product, you have to develop that method. Then the quality guidelines, you have to work as per the guidelines, US FDA, EDQM, then the WHO, World Health Organization, they have given some guidelines. So qualification required to work in the analytical department, you can means after completing your BTech, BSc, MSc, PhD, postdoc. So we can work in the analytical department. Then the very much important department is the production department, because they are creating the revenue for the company. And this production department work as per the good manufacturing practices. So scale up of the organic synthesis validations are done in the production from kilo scale to the tonnage of the product as per the GMP. So kilo lab is there, pilot plant is there for the 25 kg to 100 kg batches. Bulk drugs are there, which can prepare the 100 kg to 1000 kg material. So equipments are used in this present in this GMP facility or production facility are reactor. There are a number of type of the reactor as the glass line reactor, stainless steel reactor, halide coated reactor. Halide coated means which cannot affect on any acid or base. So you can take any reaction because in SSR you cannot take the uh, in GLR, you cannot take the alkaline reactions. In SSR, you cannot take the acidic reaction. But in halide coated reactor, you can take any type of the reaction. Then condensers are there, addition pots are there, stirrers are there, different filtration assembly as nudge filter and the centrifuge we can use in the production department. Different circulations as hot water circulation to the reactor, steam circulation, brine circulation, cold water circulation. These are required for the operation of different operation in the production area. Different types of the dryers, they are the VTD, vacuum tray dryer, agitated tray dryer, air tray dryer, then fluid bed dryer. All these are the different types of the dryer used in the industry. Then the production department, which is a GMP approved facility. There is a powder processing area, shifting, milling, micronization, clean room activities are there because you have to sell that product after means API, final API. So there should be a clean room, weighing room, packaging room, labeling room, condensers, addition pots, stirrer should be clean. Cleaning of the equipment is very much important because you can carry the impurity from one product to another product. So BPR, batch process record, master batch process record writing skill should be required without any deviations. Check controls of the process. Then calibration record, user logbook should be there for using of the different equipments. Then raw material, intermediate and finished product sampling is also very much important in the company, production department. So there are different drying processes. You should be coordinate with utility quality control department. Safety studies should be there in the production department because hazard study is also very much important. Hazard operating process study, then risk assessment, how to face the audits and documents without an error. So risk understanding is that what impact is possible, what can we go wrong if the process is somewhat, because in the production area operators are operating the reactor, so anything can go wrong. So what impact will be possible impact on this wrong action, then how likely is to be occur, means this frequency of that incident. Then foundation of for the risk assessment is the historical experience or is the analytical method experience or a knowledge or experience base. So risk understanding is very much important before going to the scale of the product. Then the production department, some GMP approved uh, facility, what benefits you will get. So operation in a plant on large scale, you can learn that skill. Follow the ICH guideline. What is ICH? International Conference on Harmonization. There is a international guidelines to face the plant audit, zero deviation during the process. Follow the standard operating process. MSDS, this is a material safety data sheet. You have to know each and every chemicals MSDS for the safety purpose of all the materials used inside the plant. Handling of the critical process parameter, safety parameters during the critical process because you are doing nitration, high temperature reaction, all these things. So suddenly some incident can happen. So you should know the safety parameters. Then handling of the fire extinguishers, which are hangover in the company premises, then the water hydrant system, which is present in overall the industry. And qualification required to work in the production area, he may be Tech, M.Tech, BSc, MSc, diploma, engineer, all they can work in the production area. So quality, and then the important department is a QC department, which is, can call it as the quality control department, which controls the quality of the product and which follows the standard operating process, standard test process. Then analysis as per the specification, calibration, documentation, user logbook, then filling of the reports, certificate of analysis generation to face the quality audits. All these are the functions of the quality control department. The instrument, as you know, HPLC, GC, UV, IR, polarimeter, RI, particle size analyzer, KF titrator are required to analyze this product. Then what benefit we'll get from this quality control department, how to control overall quality of the product, quality checks, internal audits, to follow SOP, STPs, preparation of the audit reports, stability of the product, COD means chemical oxygen demand, biological oxygen demand of the wastewater, which are we are throwing in the ETP plant, then microbial analysis to check out the specification of the batches, then kappa. What is the kappa? Is a corrective and preventive analysis, and the calibration of all the instruments is important. The qualification required to work in quality control is BSc, MSc, PhD, and postdoc from the analysis or any other specification, specialization. Then the quality assurance department, that in it is nothing but the QA department. Responsibility of QA department is to control overall quality of the product, quality checks, and as per the pharmacopoeia, internal audits. They conduct internal audit as well as the external audit, then preparation of the SOPs. After this is the final authority of the company. After signing and stamping of this QA, you can use this standard operating process, standard test procedure. Otherwise, you can't use it. Then preparation of the audit report. Q will prepare the audit report to check the stability record of the product. Then they will approve your packaging condition on all these things. Then to check out the specification batches. OT is nothing but out of trend analysis. Means there is some trend. This, if impurity is increasing, then this you can call it as the out of trend batch. So you can keep that batch aside and you have to investigate why this batch is OT. Then preparation of the kappa means corrective and preventive analysis for these failed batches, then check calibration records of all the instruments, then preparation of the validation report. The qualification required to work in QAs, BTech, MTech, BSc, MSc, PhD, postdoc, etc. Then the regulatory affair department, that is the RA department, responsibility of this regulatory affair department to control overall quality of product for foreign market, then quality checks for the foreign market, then preparation of audit reports for foreign market, to follow foreign guidelines and Food and Drug Administration guidelines, for example, WHO, US FDA, EDQM, etc., to packaging and final dispatch of the batches. The qualification required is BTech, BSc, MSc, MTech, or regulatory affair diploma course is there. You can uh, do that course and join the regulatory departments. Then the this department is utility department or engineering department. The responsibility of utility department or engineering department is to maintain and support overall activity in the company. So IQ, OQ, PQ of the new installed equipment. IQ is installation qualification, OQ is the operational qualification, and PQ is the performance qualification of each and every instrument which are installed in the company premises. Then the new equipments ordering is done by this engineering department. Then the utility supplied to the production department, whatever utilities, air, vacuum, cooling, brine, hot water, steam, they will provide. Then ETP plant, ETP is nothing but effluent treatment plant is also coming under the engineering department. Then safety system maintenance, that is fire extinguisher, water hydrant system, phone sprinkler system are the function of this engineering department. So who can work in this department? Qualification is diploma engineer, BE, BTech, MTech can work in the engineering department. Then the project management department, the responsibility of project management department, a new project planning for the R&D, overall monitoring of the project from R&D to plant scale, to follow timelines of the project from lab to market, validation planning, etc. Qualification required to work in project management is BTech, MTech, BSc, MSc, PhD, postdoc, and there is a special project management diploma course is there. Then the responsibility to work in the store and warehouse department to receive raw material. Whatever raw material is coming inside the company is received in the store department or warehouse department from the vendor as per the order. Then storage of the solvents, because if they have keep the solvents chemical reagent as per their condition, then that will be remain as it is, otherwise contamination may happen. So this is very much important. This is a inlet of company and outlet of company, because material will come into the warehouse, and after finalizing, that material will be sell out from this warehouse. So follow the safety instruction as per the MSDS. So they have to assure all the MSDS instruction material safety data sheet to supply material for the plant for the commercial batches as per their demand. Qualification required is BTech, BSc or commerce graduate or supply chain management diploma is there to work in the warehouse or store department. Then the EHS department is the Environment Health Safety Department. Responsibility of this department to check, supply, maintain overall safety of the all employees, visitors, workers, and the storage of the solvents. Follow safety instruction as per MSDS. Disposal of the hazardous waste from the company. This is very much important, because company can get sealed if you dispose the hazardous waste in outside the company premises. Then preparation and follow for the safety SOPs. There is also standard operating process for safety to use the PPEs and overall the safety protective equipment to report incident. If the incident happens, so EHS department has to report the incident and precaution for the incident to follow the MPCB, Maharashtra Pollution Control Board instructions. They are giving some guidelines. So each department has to follow these guidelines. To control the ETP effluent treatment plant, COD and BOD of the effluent treatment, that is responsibility of the EHS department. Then qualification required is BTech, BSc, MSc, MTech in chemistry or technology. Then environmental science chemistry is also required. Then you can do the industrial safety diploma course to enter into the EHS department. Then human resource department, that is HRD department. So responsibility of this department is to recruit the employee, to keep all the records of the employee for the audits, salary, uh, provident fund and overall benefits record of the employees, resignation and notice period to the employee, then the appraisal of the employee, promotion of the employee, increments, retirement record of the employee, canteen facility, transport facility, to abide with human resource rule of the government as per the Industry Act. Then qualification required, you have to complete graduation or diploma in business administration or master degree in business administration in HR. Then the IPR department is nothing but the intellectual property right department. Responsibility of this department to file the intellectual property in the form of patents. So any your innovation, they can file in the form of the patent. To collect the data from R&D department to write the patent along with the claims. Claims are very much important, because nobody can uh, do the process which is given in the claim. So claim is very much important in the patent part. Then litigation or legal matter record regarding patent. Some litigation will be happen because you are using the process of any other company, so they can file a case on you. So litigation is there. So litigation matter or legal matter, that take that will be taken care by the IPR department. First to file the patent means when your innovation is there. If any innovation you are doing, so you have to uh, file that innovation in the form of first to file. So after expiring that patent, 20-year term is there. So there is a and rush to file that innovation. So it is on the basis of the first to file the patent, means who is filing the innovation first, so he will get that benefit. Then para 4 patents. Para 4 means there is a para 4 uh, uh, para 4 guideline is there to file the patent for the US FDA approved product. Then patent invalidation. You can invalidate the patent by uh, by coming out from these claims. So you can invalidate that patent. So IPR department will take care for invalidation of the patent. Then the patent terms, you can invalidate the patent term also by taking some uh, lacuna from their patent. Then infringing and non-infringing process. You are exactly infringing the process, then you can call this is it is called as the infringing process. Non-infringing process means you are changing some you are using some new methods or you are coming from out of that claim, then you are not infringing that process exactly. So it can call it as the non-infringing process. Then orange book data is there where the this new product formation or ANDA abbreviated new drug administration filing is there. So innovators patents are there for the ANDA filing. Qualification required to work in IPR department is the BTech, MTech, BSc, MSc, PhD, postdoc, or there is an IPR diploma course who can enter into the IPR department. Then there are some pharmaceutical companies, so you can do the placement through this. There are some consultancy services. As you know, there is a LinkedIn, Naukri.com, other job websites are there, company websites are there, references. You can go through the references also. So there are a number of opportunity to work in the pharmaceutical industry. So well-known pharmaceutical industries, as you know, Lupin, Sun Pharma, Cipla, Glenmark, Mylan, Novartis, Wockhardt, Alkem, Pfizer, Nicholas, Piramal, etc. The well-known cosmetic company, as you know, Gillette, L'Oreal, Sunsilk, all these are the well-known cosmetic companies are there. So you can enter into this field. So an opportunity to master's degree, you can do MTech, MSc from India, abroad, and from different universities, institutes, affiliated college. There is a number of specific specialization for cosmetic technology, herbal cosmetics, QAT, nothing but the quality assurance technique. There are a number of specialization in chemistry, so you can do that. Then some after master degree, you can master degree you can do from IITs for after qualifying JAM, ICT, TIFR, ISC Bangalore. Then there are a number of scholarship for doing this master degree. You can take a scholarship, stipend, self-funded. For abroad, there is English speaking test. There is a TOEFL, GRE, IELTS. In Europe and Germany, there is no English speaking examination required. So you can enter in CDS, civil services, UPSC. You can do the diploma in analytical chemistry, industrial safety, quality assurance, and regulatory affairs, IPR, supply chain management, project management, etc. So there are a number of research opportunities after PhD and for PhD and postdoc, India and abroad, institute like NCR, ISER, IICT, IIT, CDRI, then ICT, etc. Universities from various GRF fellowship, you can do your research work. SPM fellowship is there, UGC, CSR, Maulana Azad fellowship is there, and this is to nurture the budding scientific talent and to nourish the objective of pursuit of the scientific research. Then there is some project funding, UGC, DST, DSK, PDF, postdoctorate fellowship are there to work there. So I will give, as I am from this research field, I will show some publication, how these publications are there. We can publish after working in some various research department. So this is my one of my publication in the this Arch Pharma journal, and this is a publisher is Willy Publisher. I have filed a patent. This is an US patent. Number of is US 8653266. This is an US patent for the novel process. And you can search Google Scholar after your research. You can increase your I factor, H factor, etc. This is I'm showing just for the interest of the student. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts. So, the word I want to propose is moving forward in the cosmetic as well as the pharmaceutical industry. So, especially about the humanitarians which are used in the cosmetic, their examples, how they are working. I will also mention the all the requirements in the pharmaceutical industry and their working, and what are the job opportunities for the qualified candidates in the pharmaceutical industries. Uh, I have mentioned it. So thank you, sir. So all the participants are requested to ask the questions if they have the questions. Then ask them, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Is FDA approval is necessary for cosmetic products?
No, as in earlier lecture, this is an ambiguity. And this government is not giving any guideline because this is a not intake of the cosmetic product. So we
Okay.
are applying outside of the our body part. So it is there is no any guideline, USFDA guideline for these cosmetic products.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else? We have the question.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
If any industry formulates any drug,
Yes.
then that industry have to follow either USFDA or Indian FDA guidelines, or
Okay.
it totally depends upon export.
Okay, if you have to sell your product from abroad, you have to follow the USFDA guidelines. And if you have to sell the product inside your country, so you have to follow the USFDA guidelines.
Okay, sir.
Means totally it depend upon your marketing strategy.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I request again the participants to ask the questions. I request all the dignitaries, the guests, to switch on their video to capture the screenshot of the webinar. Please, sir. Dr. Purana, sir, Mundira, sir, please. Thank you, sir. Now, coming to the last session of the webinar. Okay, vote of thanks. I hope all participants will get the inspiration from this webinar and also may uh, get promoted to or to develop the new ideas or fruitful thoughts for own uh, skillful person. So I would like to thanks to the Solapur. We express our gratefulness to the Dr. Munani Fadnis ma'am, Vice Chancellor Punisho Devi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur. Dr. Anjana Lawan ma'am, Director of School of Technology. Dr. Ajaydeep Purana sir, Dr. Atish Mundra sir, and Dr. Mahesh Hublikar sir for their valuable time for us and sharing their knowledge to us. Uh, I take an opportunity to thank the staff of School of Technology and the participants who are present here. Without their presence, our webinar will not be maybe not conducted or fruitfully not be there. We offer our sincere thanks to each and everyone who is directly or indirectly involved in this of the webinar, as well as I would like to thank webinar in the YouTube. At the end of the webinar, we want to express the heartfelt thanks to Puneshwar Ahildevi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur, for sponsoring this webinar. Thank you so much, all the dignitaries present here and the participants. Thank you so much. With the permission of the Director of School of Technology, I conclude that the webinar is over. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Hublikar sir, Mundra sir.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.